Hey guys, starting this one off a little bit different. We are going to a laser light show. It's supposed to be really cool, set to music, and we're all excited. Been looking forward to this. Good morning, guys. I realized that I did not say anything about the concert. So we went to a concert last night, and it was the Bret Michaels concert, and we saw somebody from Rat and also Vince Neil, and it was a good concert. So it was a lot of fun. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, my voice is a little today from screaming. Because those are bands from, the 80s when I was a teenager growing up. So, know them very well. Anyway, today is Sunday, and I am on a mission to find what I need to finish this series of this front porch. So I'm going to go down to Route 7 Pickers, which is down the road. I'm going to see what they have and see if I can find a couple chairs or really at least a chair and something for back here. I took my shower. I'm just sitting here with my tea and chilling for a minute. I went around a lot yesterday before the concert looking for tag sales, and there was a few, but nothing. I'm looking for furniture, so there was nothing at any of them. So now I'm gonna try this and see. I fed my sourdough starter. It is that time again. Shop opens on Thursday. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, and I finally found most of the pieces that I need. I kind of had to tweak it a little bit. So yesterday I'm driving and I see a sign, yard sale, tag sale, garage sale, all of the above, in the community center. And so I said, ooh, I'd like to stop there. So I went in there and they had a table, they had artwork, they had a glider, they had a bunch of stuff. And it was by donation, so nothing was priced. You just donated whatever you wanted. The only thing I did not find that I was looking for was a rug, like an area rug. I'm still looking for one of those. But I don't need that to finish the rest of the porch. So I did get a table. I'm going to show you guys everything in a second. I missed out on a couple things because they did say that they had some rugs the first day, so that's unfortunate, but not a big deal. I got a ton of stuff. I got an old mirror. I got a couple pieces of artwork. I got a couple things for crafting, like a lot. There was a time in my very early 20s that I would have jumped at this table because it's like a cherry wood finish. I still like it. It still goes with the decor. It's just not exactly what I would have chosen right now. But hey, it's still pretty. But the only problem with it is that I can stick it back here, but it's a little wider than I wanted. So I'm kind of switching gears, and I put it up against this wall under that shelf, which I have to lower that shelf. under the shelf, and then there's a glider that I got for free that I need to redo, like reupholster, and I'm probably going to use some gel stain on the outside because it's like an oak color and I'm not an oak person. But that's going to go like over here by the windows. I've had to sort of tweak my design a little bit, and that's okay. I typically have to do that sometimes because you can't always find the perfect pieces, especially when you're not buying new, when you don't want to buy new. So that being said, I'm gonna finish my tea, I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna show you guys everything, and we're gonna start decorating because I'm pretty excited to get this done. Like, it's finally, I've got some pieces. All right, I'm ready to go here. Took me a minute. Today I've been, Anyway, I'm gonna lower this a little bit because I have a picture that I got. This is big. It's not antique. This is not wood. But I like the scene of it. It's huge though. So I'm thinking I can clean this up, and I might I have some it's like a rub and buff kind of thing that I can use for the outside because there is a design on this outside part right here. So if I maybe paint the whole thing black first and then use it's like a bronzy gold type of rub and buff, that I can sort of make the frame better and kind of match that one over there. I'll show you guys in case you hadn't seen the other video, that one right there. So I'm thinking that's probably what I'm gonna do. I need to clean it up though first. It's very dusty. But let me show you guys this table. Again, it's not perfect for what I was looking for, but it will do the job here, I'm thinking. I haven't tried it over there yet, but I did measure, and I think it leaves maybe a foot, something like that. I should put it over there and just test it, right? But I was thinking something over here like thinner, like sofa table, thinner. Maybe I'll build something. I might have to build something that's specific to what I want right there. But for now, this one's okay here. It fills the space. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I wasn't sure if I wanted like a couple of chairs over here, if I wanted to put a table on this wall, just because it's big. It's a big wall. I don't mind it here. I don't mind the color. I mean, it's the same color as my pie crust table. It's a cherry wood, basically. It's a cherry color. And so I think I'm just gonna leave it here for now. I'm gonna live with it, decorate it, see what I can do with it, and go from there. This is the glider that I got for free. It is, you can see a mirror right there, old mirror. There's other artwork too, but this is the glider I got for free. And what I need to do with that is reupholster it. I'm gonna use the same, like, actual, why can't I think of the word? The pillows, oh my gosh, I'm like, words are hard today, seriously. Just want to redo it. That's not my style, it's my colors. And I'm probably gonna use my gel stain, the same gel stain I used on the hutch in the kitchen, on that, and give it a little bit of a darker look. I still need a rug, as I said. That is something I'm on the hunt for. I'm definitely looking for, but I'm not wanting to spend like $200 on a rug for a porch. And honestly, people online for their used, dirty, holy rugs are charging a ridiculous amount of money. So I'm still on the hunt for one. I can clean it myself. I have the ability to do that. I have the carpet cleaner. I have all of that stuff. So I'm not worried about whether or not it's just got dirt on it. But if it's full of holes or whatever, it's not worth $200, guys. So stop doing that. I think what's happening is I have a vision in my head, and I'm trying to pull it all together, but the problem is that because I don't like to buy brand new furniture and stuff, I'm having to piece it together with different things. So trying to get different sort of pieces and make them cohesive and work together is not the easiest thing to do. I've done it many times though, so we'll get there. We'll get there. It's just a matter of working it out, putting things where I think it'll look good, and then if it doesn't, just tweaking it a little bit. No big deal. And then I think once all the curtains are in here, for me, curtains are like mascara. They're the finishing touch that brings the whole look together. Once those are in, which will probably be the last thing I do, everything's gonna look really good together. Right now, it's very sort of pieced out, and I'm working to bring that together. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this picture. This is not an antique by any means. This is home interiors. I remember throwing parties. 2001, even as a date, November 13th, 2001. I remember having parties for home interiors. So by no means is this an antique, but I like the size of the frame and I like the style of the frame. And to get it to be more cohesive with that one, I think I'm gonna paint it black and then use the rub and buff. I'm using chalk paint, guys. You probably knew that already because I use it for everything, but chalk paint sticks to pretty much everything, just about. So I love to use it on stuff like this because this is basically like a resin. It's not wood at all. This also has an inside border already that is kind of gold, so I think I'm gonna leave that as much as I can. Okay, while that's drying, this is the old mirror I got. It's even got like the damaged part, you know, where the mirror on the back is coming off. I love it. I think it's beautiful. This thing is wicked heavy. But I'm gonna clean this up, and it's gonna be part of up here, I think, with this. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if it will go well. Again, this is all about taking what I have and things that I've found and kind of getting them to work together. There are still things in the garage I need to bring in here, but those are like the little sort of finishing touches things, so I haven't brought them in yet. I also found this. I kind of like the frame. The flowers are nice. They're just faded, but I like the frame. It's pretty. That might be something I do with this. I don't know. I thought about maybe putting that flower one on that wall with that shelf. This like little area right here. I have this shelf. I haven't put it up yet because I wasn't sure. Phone call. But I was thinking about this shelf, and I could put that frame over it. Maybe, or just the picture. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just waiting for this to dry. It already looks better with the black frame. But I'm waiting for this to dry so that I can use this. And this is kind of like a rub and buff called Metallic Luster. And I actually really like it. But it's a little, it says wax metallic finish. It's a little harder to use than a rub and buff. A rub and buff is like a gel kind of, toothpastey kind of gel. This is not. This is, what I do with this is, it's like hard, is you add some water to it and rub it around. I'll show you. It's a little bit harder to use, but I don't mind it. I like the color. I also got this. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it would be nice, maybe put some flowers in it. I'm not sure. Thinking for on the table. I have a runner already. Just for some height, maybe? I don't know. It was appealing to me, so I grabbed it. All right, it is painted and cleaned. I washed the whole thing. So now I'm gonna lower this. All right, let's see how this looks. I'm gonna grab the mirror and I'm gonna see how that will look up here. Okay, it's not doing it for me because one, I think the wood is throwing me off. But two, it kind of covers, like I'd want it more overlap, but it covers a lot of the pretty part of the picture. All right, so I think I won't use that up here, maybe on the other shelf or someplace else, I'm not sure. And then so I can put this here for now. And I'll just leave that leaning for now. If I decide later that I want to like put it on the wall, I can, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And go get all of my decor from the garage. All right, I found a few things, and just gonna put stuff together and see. Got this cloche that I got at, I think, Goodwill. I'm gonna put something in this, but I'm just doing size right now. I know this looks like it's like right up at the ceiling, and it is, but that's because these are low ceilings. Look at my hair. I'm 5'3", you guys, and well, you can't see it, but I can touch this. I'm 5'3", so the ceilings are very low in here. So I'm trying to make this sort of along with the shelf, it's like an eye level for me type thing. And again, I want to hang stuff on here, so I don't want this really low. Today's Monday, so this is really my last free day of vacation to do whatever I want. Because starting tomorrow, I have to start prepping. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta go feed my sourdough starter. I have to start prepping for opening again on Thursday. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep this here or not. Probably not. It takes up a lot of room. I love a good stool, like an old primitive looking stool. I love them for the height. They give it different levels, but I also like because you can put stuff on it and under it. Look, I'm a maximalist. I don't do the minimalist thing. Not my thing. I like stuff. I like displaying things. This was that thing I thrifted yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. No idea. But I always start with things for height first and see how it goes. This is something that hangs, but it might be too big, like too long. Yeah, that's way too long. It touches the table. Get some height up there. I've had this for a while. I had a hook coming through it, and I used to put my bathrobe on it. Probably not a bad idea, actually, because I don't have a place to hang my bathrobe right now. But I mean, that could be a backdrop, perhaps. All right, so I got lots of books, antique books. So I brought a few out here. And are they perfect? Absolutely not. Do I want them perfect? Absolutely not. I don't like perfect. I don't know if that'll stay. I'm just winging it, guys. One of my favorite things to do with books is put them under a stool like this. I do this everywhere. I might need to go get a few more books. Because I've got some there. I'd like to put some on this side. This thing is too small to fit, but I mean, they kind of fit like this, a couple of them. That's not terrible, right? Something different. I mean, I don't hate it. I think that looks good. All right, let's see what else I have. The shelf is a little bit tricky because it is, it's pretty narrow. It's not very wide. So I've got to use things that will fit up here. So I do have a couple of old brass frames. I remember having these growing up. They used to be in our house. So I can switch out like the pictures and stuff in it. But I'm just trying to put up here what will stay. This doesn't even have pictures in it, so I will find some and put them in here and print some out. And I'll also do for that one too, because I don't like that and it doesn't go with that. So maybe I'll have Emily paint me some for these and that. She's good in watercoloring. I showed you guys some of her stuff. Maybe I can have her do that. But anyway, I was thinking I just gotta use what I have here. And I threw some flowers in here. That's probably not gonna stay, but I wanted something in it so that you could see it, so you weren't just looking straight through it at the wall. I put a book under it to give it a little bit more height because that's so tall on that side. And so I'm adding the picture frame here. I think so far this looks good. It's not like perfect, and I don't want to line stuff up along this whole thing. Like I don't just want a bunch of little things lined up. I've got the big picture. I mean, I could do that to one side and then decorate the other side. I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to make it a little symmetrical on with the table. So not everything that I pulled from the garage is going to work on this particular table or shelf. But as you can see, I put a basket here. I did flip this from the stripes because to me, the stripes were too much. It was making it too busy. As you guys know, I like backgrounds of things to be more neutral so that I can put stuff on it and let the stuff, the decor pop. So the stripes were too much, so I flipped it to just the red side. But so far, I'm liking how this is looking. Still on the fence about this. Not sure what I want to do. I kind of like it because I like that it fills that space. Because look, I can get it out of here. It's just an empty space. To me, that's negative. Well, that's negative space. It is what it's called. But I don't know. It needs something. So I mean, if I could do something like this and fill it, but I've got height here and I've got height here, so I really don't want to take something here and put more height. I want it to vary, but I don't like that space is empty, so I can put this there and it fills the space without it being another thing on the table. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. And yes, I'm going to attempt to do it without moving anything because I like making things difficult for myself. All right, I put one side in. I'm attempting to do this so that I can still access that outlet right there. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'd like to be able to if I need to. So I'm kind of doing it so that it's, you can see, you can still kind of get to the outlet. I like that in there. It fills that space. I'm going to go ahead and put this one up, this shelf up, so that I can kind of work on both at the same time. I also have this. This is another, like, yeah, home interiors and gifts thing. I've had stuff for years, you guys. Many, many years. That's not too bad. Let me go see what else I have. So I'm walking to the garage and I'm always looking in the rest of my house to see like what I can switch out because I like to do that sometimes, even in my house, just to sort of freshen it up. And I found this. It was in my high safe, just in a bowl, in an old bowl. And I think it will pull out the colors in the painting. It's not a painting, in the picture. Because there are a lot of oranges. So what this looks like is that it's turning fall. That's what the colors are in here. And so that's what this is. So the yellows, the oranges, the purples, like even in here, it's all in here. So I'm thinking I could put this in this basket down here and it will pull out the colors of that photo. It's just, I don't know, maybe I should switch this basket with the bowl this was in, because it fits the bowl better. Let me switch these out real quick. I have an old wooden bowl that I love. So that's what this was in, but I'm gonna move these up a little, because it's this end part that's kind of getting in the way. Oh, that's much better. What do we think, guys? Do you see how it pulls out the colors in the picture? Let me show you closer. Do you see all the oranges? I mean, I see that, and sorry that there's a glare, but all the yellows, orange, brown, purple, green, all the different colors, reds. It pulls all those colors out. Even the border. This border is green and like a dark red, like a Tuscan red. And then this is like a tan-ish color. All that is in here. So I think that works out well with that. This is one of the paintings Emily made. And she does watercolors. So I might actually put this over on that little table. This, by the way, is the finished trinket box. Trinket, not box, trinket, what is it? Trinket bowl? Trinket dish? It's a maple leaf. I have one more that I haven't finished yet. I will. It's made like this, it's just not painted yet. So I'll do that. I might do that one just green. I'll have to switch these out. Or that could go over there to kind of bring that brass over here. That's not terrible. Part of me is wondering even if that picture is too big for that spot. Look, let me bring you over there. I'm trying to do everything first before I decide. That's why I haven't said anything. But I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't look terrible, but I'm just wondering if it's too big for that spot. It might just be the low ceilings throwing it off for me. This whole thing, the scale of it fits. It all goes good together. I've got the big table under here, and I'm gonna put stuff under the table too, but the big table with the picture, the long shelf, it all fits. If this ceiling was higher, I think that would not be throwing me off so much. So I think it's okay. I'm gonna leave it for now and see. I'm gonna go see what else I have to maybe work on that side a little bit. Could work on this side. I don't know. I'm not 100%. I'm not even 100% on this runner because of the fabric. It's like so wavy. I'm probably just gonna keep this for now, and I may find a new runner. I mean, I have some fabric. I have yellow. No, it's like, well, yeah, it's yellow, but like mustard color. I'm gonna grab it. All right, I laid it on there to kind of see. I like it. It's a runner that I kind of use in the fall. I like scrunch it up with another runner. I don't know, what do we think? I do know one thing I noticed. This right here, it has the white doves on it, and then I put up here with, these have white flowers. I'm not liking that line, so I'm gonna switch this with that. I'm gonna just flip-flop them. All right, that's better, because now there's the white on this side, and then it goes up that way. You've got it in the middle. It's not like a white, they're like a creamy white, but they're still very similar, and I didn't want that straight line of that color. I wanted everything sort of dispersed. So I like that better. I think I'm gonna go ahead and change out the runner. I also like that it's wider. It's wider this way. It fills up more of the table. What do we think? Do you like that better? This right here, all I have to do is wet that actually, and it'll straighten out. So I'll do that in a little bit. I think that needs to go up a little bit, so maybe on a book, like that on a book. Okay, the only problem I have with that is it's not quite wide enough. Actually, I think I do have books that are that wide. I'm just gonna need a couple of them. Let me go look. And these are the books I found to raise this up. That's much better. See, that fits all the way on the books. All right, I like that better. Gives it more height. Definitely think that looks better. I think that's where I'm gonna leave this video because it's getting really long. There's still another half hour-ish left of decorating, and I haven't even done over there. I haven't done a rug. Like, I think this is where I'm gonna leave it, and we're gonna have to do another part for this video. I still have curtains to do. It's just, you know, it's a lot of decorating. It's a small room, but there's a lot to it. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.